I've struggled with anxiety and depression for some time now. It was brought upon by the feeling of not being good enough for me. But for you, it may be not having enough money to pay your bills, or having to go to work, possibly catching corona and bringing it home to your loved ones. I get it. And there are things that I do to remain balanced. Hey, I'm Louis Spears, and welcome to my new web series called The Right Perspective. I am a lifelong educator. I've taught for about 14 years. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm an executive director of an after-school program, Kismet of Kings, and I'm also an author of an Amazon #1 bestseller, You Are the Answer to the Problem, From the Hood to Harvard and Back Again. In this web series, we're focusing primarily on how to deal with children. And if you aren't a parent, then how to deal with a spouse. And if you are married, I want to help you with your extended family. Just your whole person, your mind, your body, and your soul. Right? This is an uncertain time for all of us. And what I want to do is serve as a source of information and inspiration to get us through these trying times. This pandemic. So while you're strolling through social media, I just want to give you a different perspective. I will argue the right perspective when it comes to healthy living. Thank you for tuning in, and let me know what you think. So if you're anything like me, you're probably experiencing a great deal of anxiety. This is a crazy time, right? Uncertain times, and it brings about anxiety. So what is anxiety? Anxiety is your body's natural response to stress, essentially. It's a feeling of apprehension or fear about what's to come. There are about 18% of Americans who suffer from anxiety. What does that mean? That means that 2 out of 10 people that you encounter probably experience anxiety. And what does it look like? It probably comes off as aggression or distancing oneself, or even in your body where there's rapid breathing, right? But for me, dealing with anxiety is a real thing. These are uncertain times, and my anxiety flares up. It gets really crazy. And these are self-care regimens that I use. 1, get a sufficient amount of sleep. I go to bed early so that I can get at least 8 hours of sleep. 2, turn off the news and practice mindfulness activities. For me, I meditate and I pray. Those are 2 things that I do every day. But then there are other things that you can do, like reciting or rehearsing mantras. That's where you look into the mirror and you give yourself affirmations. I look into the mirror and I say things like, you are amazing, you can win the day, things like that. 3, breathing and physical exercises. Come on, breathe with me. Breathe in for 2, breathe out for 4. One more time, breathe in for 2, breathe out for 4. And every day I'm conscious about doing that at least 10 times a day, just so that I'm able to relax. And it wouldn't hurt to do some type of physical exercise as well. Number 4, focus on replenishing your cup. What's in the cup is for me. What's outside of the cup, my cup runneth over, is for everyone else. So connect with friends, talk to your mom about anything. Ultimately, do something for yourself daily, weekly, monthly that will replenish your cup. So for example, daily, you can watch the football Sunday clips on YouTube, or record Ellen and watch those episodes. Weekly, you could possibly set exercise goals and hit your benchmarks. Monthly, you could order something online or read a really cool book. Those are ways that you can replenish your cup. 5, find a therapist. I have a therapist. That means I go to therapy. You heard me? I go to therapy, and it has helped me tremendously. Going to therapy allows me to be unapologetic about the time that I need to replenish myself. And I want you to have the same types of liberties. So just to recap, number 1, get a proper amount of sleep. Number 2, practice mindfulness activities. Number 3, breathing and physical exercises work. Number 4, focus on replenishing your cup. And number 5, find a therapist. I hope this was a great session for you. And these are real practices that I've used in my real life. And I assure you that these are the things that could work for you as well. The resource that I use is the Calm app. Basically, on the Calm app, I use it to go to sleep. I use it to meditate. I use it to pray. I use it for music in the background. I use it for a multitude of things. And I'm telling you, it has done wonders for me, and I'm sure it will do wonders for you as well. Take care. Free anxiety attack helplines and resources that are available include National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI helpline. Their toll-free number is 1-800-950-NAMI, NAMI, or 1-800-950-6264.